Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And I pulled these cards last night, and I lay them down because I was asked the question, what is it? Tell me what you want to tell us about these connections in our lives at this moment. And I asked Native Spirit, Rumi, Wisdom of Love Oracle, and also the Messages of Love. And this is what came through. It was the Ancient Forest, so 2 trees here, the Divine Feminine, and the Twin Flame. So if you're finding this video and you've been switched on to this sort of twin flame energy, or whatever you want to call it, a connection that goes beyond boundaries, that goes beyond our limited mind into the realms of spiritual and other dimensions, and meeting in dream space and seeing signs and all of the things that happen with these connections, then this is the answer of what is going on. So I loved it so much, because if you're part of the crystal grid then I was guided to set up a crystal grid to help all twin flames come into their union. When you become part of the grid, then you are part of the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. And you receive a piece of rose quartz. When you use the rose quartz, meditate and have the intent to ground this beautiful connection of people all over the world into the physical, from spirit into physical, from spirit into matter. So when these cards came through, I was like, oh, this is so perfect, because there are the trees either side. We've got the regeneration. This is what's happening at the moment. We're building these connections, just like the forest and the trees. The root system underneath the forest is what supports the smaller trees growing into the bigger trees. The bigger trees need the nourishment of the small trees, and it's like this whole network of what's happening as the divine feminine rises. The energy of the divine feminine rises up, because this is a twin flame connection, and the person that you've met is the other part of your soul, the mirror soul, the counterpart, the one that basically triggers you into this awareness. So I just thought it was so perfect. So I thought I'm going to share it, because I did, even though I'm not putting the cards in front of the camera, then you can trust that these are the cards that came up. So your roots go deep. Incredible, radiant, healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You are so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. Throughout the world, those in indigenous cultures revere what are called the tree people. The powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with nature spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It doesn't need a show of force, it just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change, and other times it springs from survival and conquering painful situations. So the journey is to adopt a tree. It can be one in your yard or one in a nearby park or wilderness area. Talk to the tree, touch its bark, give thanks, and by doing so you create an energy connection that will continue to nurture you, no matter how far away you are from your adopted tree. So native spirit guidance for these connections is the tree. To remember we're all part of this network of trees, grounding, anchoring in light into the planet. So I'm going to share regeneration as well. 46, which is what we're constantly on this journey, our rebirth. right? Second chances, new opportunities. So the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. I love it. So that's that regenerative energy, the rise of the divine feminine energy, the rise of the goddess. And this is such a beautiful card as well. Like all the colors, I just think are amazing. So the rise of the divine feminine. Let's see what, I'm not going to read all of it, but I'll read the beginning and the ritual. So this is Rumi. So if a tree, and it's brilliant because it references the tree again. So if a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the sore or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples, and you can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter into the kingdom of love. So, how can your feet bear to be still when the music is so lush and inviting? How can you hold yourself back from the tide of love when the horizon looms so vast and exciting? How can you not arch your back and respond with ecstasy to the lover's touch, saying in absolute submission, yes, more. You are made to move and grow, to love and flow. Even mountains change. Surrender the stodgy ways of the mind and become willing to dance to the great orchestrations of love. So the honoring ritual is this. Say the following aloud. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the master calls the butterfly. Repeat it 3 times or however many times feels necessary for you at some deeper part of your being to really believe in what you are saying. You will know when that happens because you will feel more peace and presence within. And then you will have completed your sacred honoring ritual. So, and then we have the twin flame. So there is this regenerative energy all the time as we're sort of like moving through energies and releasing energies and being an anchor for light and being like it said, just like the trees. So I'm going to share letter 142 from Divine Love Letter Books. So here we go. This is the message. So, and let me have a quick look. It's actually, I'm going to do 42. So, because it was open on that page. So, I want you to stop worrying. Worry doesn't get you or me anywhere. Please try to believe in me and in us and what our love will do. Remember what we were like when we were living and loving each other with no boundaries and no fears. In those moments, it was truly beautiful and peaceful and blissful. The waves of love and emotion were so powerful. Remember those times and focus on that feeling. We can feel that for each other whenever we want to. We just need to focus on our hearts. Focus on your heartbeat and think to yourself that my heartbeat is beating at the same time, because we are 2 hearts beating as one. Whenever you feel panicky or unsure, just do that. Focus on your heartbeat and know that I am always there to support you, to love you, to free you from your mind. Have no doubt. Okay, so 42, book 2 is this. You're my angel of my morning, my afternoon and my night. In fact, of every second of every waking minute and every dream at night. All my dreams and wishes lead back to you and this incredible gift of unconditional, wholehearted love we share for each other. No one can describe how beautiful it feels to love and be loved with absolute purity, honesty, and for no gain. It just is. Because we love. We love because we are love together. You and me, we make love. We embody the essence of pure divine love, pure beauty, pure romantic and passionate love. You are my soul and my heart. Oh, so that's true, isn't it? These connections, they just, there's actually very difficult to describe. It's something that you have to really experience. So don't worry, my love. I know that you've been allowing your mind to play tricks on you. It's making you question whether I really do love you, whether I really am going to come for you, and whether we really are going to spend our life together. And can dreams really come true? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, they can. You are my dream, and I am determined to make our life together as perfect as possible. Every day is going to be perfectly perfect. I'm trying my best to come to you. Don't ever question my love for you or this journey. Both are true love. Wow. And with these cards as well, I mean, it just is perfect, right? Because it is the story of the twin flame energy. Basically, we unite together, the rise of the divine feminine energy, the coming together, just like the forest, to support each other, to bring these connections from spirit into our physical world. So there we go. That is the message for today. I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, please do. All details are in the link against this video, but I am just going to finish by just pulling 3 cards from the messages of love, because what is the other message that wants to come through about the twin flames, from the twin flame, to say, what does your twin flame counter soul, it is this, just as it said, second chances. That's brilliant. It deserves a second chance. So just trust, things come round. The timing isn't quite right, but that's okay. We know that everything happens in divine timing, and so we have to trust. So in between times, we have to retreat, spend time alone in nature. Very apt that we've got the ancient forest and the regeneration here. Spending time alone will help you regenerate your energy, will help you to release the things that we no longer need. Whenever I'm against my favorite tree, I imagine that I'm giving all the energies that I no longer need to the tree, to the ground, and then the tree helps me regenerate that energy, and then golden energy comes from the top of the tree back through me. So it's like a cycle, right? So the energy goes down into the ground, I release the energy, and then it gets transmuted by the tree, and then golden energy comes down, comes through the tree, through into me again. And it's just this cycle like this. And this is perfect because this looks like an energy portal through the trees, which looks exactly where I go. So again, just like all of these things, which are quite amazing, and that's what we have to remember, that we are in these twin flame connections to help look at that, release energies, to retreat, to go on our own path, to trust in divine timing, to know that this relationship is here to bring us more into the light of our soul. So there we go. Hope that helps. I'll be back tomorrow, but in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.